county executive doesn't want to. You could save $200 million over 20, 25 years, and the county executive doesn't want to. The hypocrisy of talking about shared services and saving a third of your property taxes. We could be doing it right now, and we're not. We could have saved the money this year, and we could be saving it every year as we go forward. In Paramus, when I was the mayor, we had more shared services than any town around. I started shared services with Lauderdale. We continued them with Rochelle Park. Today we have a 911. We answer 911 call for over a dozen towns. They choose Paramus because of the service and the quality that we provide. At the end of the day, it's about working together. There are plenty of things that we can do as county leaders and as county executive. We have to want to do it. You can talk about saving the money, but you got to show and you got to do it. And as the mayor of Paramus, I did that. I did shared services. I started a program where we took COA funds that were going to be stolen by the governor and put those back into the people of Bergen County, people of Paramus. $2 million. We're in the third round where people can have roofs put on their house, windows done, doors done, so that they can stay in their house, so that they can reduce their heating bills. I did that so that the people of Paramus could stay in Paramus. The governor was going to take that money. I fought to keep that money, and today, hundreds of people in Paramus are better off for that. So that's what it takes. It takes somebody that wants to do it, and I've done it.
Thank you, Mr. Would somebody like to ask a question? Yes.
Hi, good evening. My name is Yvonne Holzer, and I'm a member of this church, Ebenezer Baptist Church. And for the past few years, we ran a very productive and effective summer camp. And we often accept children from Office of the Children, and we try to stop the paperwork very early. But sometimes it's difficult to just get follow-up phone calls, like certain days, Wednesday, it's nearly impossible to get a return phone call. So now camp has ended, and we're still trying to close out our summer camp responsibilities, but it's really difficult to follow up. And I was wondering if you have some names of people we can contact, or a different way of contacting the Office of Children.
See me after this is over, I'll get your answer tomorrow morning for you.
Thank you
I'm sorry
so
you
much.
had problems, but tomorrow morning you'll have your answer. Give me your name and phone number, email, I'll get right away to it.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Thank you.
The county puts out a directory, and we will make that directory available, and anyone else that wants a directory, it has a directory of all the county services with people's name, with their phone number. Also, it has the municipal information. So that's available. It's also available on the website. So we will work, the freeholders, the aides are right here tonight. We'll get them to get that to you so that you also have that as a resource.
Thank you. All right, we have a, yes. Your name, please.
Steve Sullivan, Paramus. I'm also a councilman in Paramus. This is, I guess, addressed to Mr. Tedesco. There was an article, and you talked about the COA and how you did things for Paramus. There was an article in the record by Mr. Garland a while back that said that while mayor of Paramus, you moved $3.6 million public money into a private corporation called the Paramus Affordable Housing Corporation. At that time, you were also the president of the Paramus Affordable Housing Corporation. First question would be, did you do that? And also, did you know you violated the state law in doing so?
Mr. Sullivan, you're a councilman in Paramus. Last Tuesday, did you get a report? I'm sorry, I will not address this to Mr. Sullivan. This was raised by Mr. Sullivan. Back in 2006, this issue was raised and there was nothing found. It was again raised about a month ago by Mr. Sullivan for no other purpose but political for the county executive to use. Pure and simple. And so Mr. Sullivan raised the issue. There was an investigation done again for the second time. It was found that had I not transferred the money, the borough would have been, and the corporation would have been in violation of the contract. The contract was signed by the prior mayor. And that report, it's about 18 pages, was given to Mr. Sullivan the other night, and the members of the Paramus Council. So this is nothing more than a political minion doing people's dirty work.
But I would like to respond.
You can't respond, you had your question.
Well,
Thank you. If, you might get a chance to have another question if there's no more questions, all right? Will you
just
please
so
have a
you know,
seat?
Mr. Desko,
That's all right, that's all right. Will you cut the mic, please? Thank you. Captain Donovan, would you like to comment?
Yeah, my comment would just be that I listened really carefully to what my opponent said. He didn't answer the question about did he move the money improperly and did he know that he did that. He didn't answer that question. I'll just do that.
I did.
Thank
I did answer the
Thank you,
question.
thank
The
you.
law said I did it right.
You have anything further? Thank you. All right, now this question, I'm sorry, there's a question over here.
Good evening, Lucy Walker, Inglewood resident. This question is for both candidates. Please explain the training of both the police and the sheriff's office. And how is it different, or is it different than the training for the police?
The training for sheriff's officers and county police officers is identical. They go to the same location, the Bergen County Police and Fire Academy, sit side by side in the classroom, stand side by side at the firing range, and do all of the same training. When they leave there, they're both certified to be patrol officers. No difference. None. The academy teaches them the same, they leave there the same, and the training is no different. Just as it is with the municipal police. So at that academy, you can have transit police, you can have Port Authority police, you can have sheriff's officers, you can have county police, and you can have Paramus police. Every one of them leaves there identically trained. No difference. It's a state standard that has to be met.
Thank you, Mr. Tedesco.
And the training at the academy is pretty much the same, give or take. The real difference occurs, and why I'm careful, sheriff's officers and corrections officers under the sheriff have three main jobs. They take care of the jail, they do courthouse security, and the serve process, complaints and warrants and that sort of thing. So in the day-to-day operation of the sheriff's department, they don't do everyday police work. They don't go on patrol, they don't do the kinds of things that police officers do every day. So they're all in law enforcement, but they're two different branches of law enforcement. They're sheriff's officers and corrections officers, and there are local and county police departments.
So it's a go get they merge.
Thank you, your question has been answered, please. We are running a little short, I'm going to tell you, our program ends at 8 o'clock, it is 7:53. I'm going to give the two candidates 2 minutes to sum up. So we have 2 more minutes of questions. I'm going to read this question. If anybody wants to stand up and ask one, please do. This one is directed to Kathy Donovan. Can you tell us about all the lawsuits you have going?
I can, and I talked about it before. Over the course of the last 3.5 years, I have been the plaintiff, the person who sued 5 times. And I do every single one of them again, because each one was important to keep the taxes as low as I could in Bergen County. I can't stop people from suing me. Now, the people have sued me. I told you one about the circuit where we wanted to have 14% raises for the staff, and when we were trying to struggle to get 2% raises for people, and keep everybody not have layoffs, I said, no, we would not spend money. Sometimes you tell people, no, it makes them lose their minds. The surrogate sued me, he lost. The judge said, county executive is right, you can't overspend your budget, which is what he wanted to do, and you can't give 14% raises in that context. I will continue to do that. People like to make a big deal of lawsuits just by way of information. What my predecessor did was more expensive than what I've done, but that's not really the issue. The issue is, how do I got elected to serve you, I got elected to do the best job that I knew how to do, and part of that is using the third branch of government. You got judicial, you got legislative, and you got executive branch. I use that judicial branch when I think it's appropriate. I make no apologies for that. Please understand that. I did what I thought was right. You can disagree with me, and I respect that, but I did what I thought was the right thing to do to protect the people of Bergen County.
Well, the county executive says that she would do it over and over again. She has. And one example that she doesn't point out is she's lost 3 times to the sheriff's department. She lost in Superior Court. She lost in Appellate Court. She lost in Superior Court. She's trying again in Superior Court, where they didn't hear it, her appeal. So when you say that I'll do it again, and I'll do it again, there's a time where you need to say, let's work this out, or I accept the ruling of the judicial system. If you're going to go to the judicial system, then accept what they have ruled. Instead, the county executive will not do that. It's my way or the highway. It's Kathy's way or no way. That's not the way you need to govern. You need to govern not at the courthouse, but in the people's house. That's one county plaza. Work with the people. At the end of the day, we won't have all these lawsuits. We'll save over $1 million that we can put back into the services that the people need.
Along those lines, I want to ask this last question, and then I'll let you have one. The sheriff's department is required, the county police department is not. Would either of you be in favor of eliminating the police department, the county police department? Have we answered that question?
Yes.